Can I successfully complete my gold run in the Shadow of War DLC, Desolation of Mordor? Also, I can unlock this awesome legendary serka skin. But maybe the question shouldn't be, will I complete the challenge? Maybe the question should be, how easily will my Baranor character smash this challenge and conquer this fort? Baranor is about to take on the first war chief. He's feeling strong, he's feeling powerful, but just how powerful and strong is he? Well, check this out, lads. What's interesting, lads, is that because I'm currently in mid-flight with Baranor, the cinematic for them arriving doesn't play. So I was able to make my way over, and then I'm just awkwardly standing beside him. Just look, Baranor's just chilling right beside the dude. I've never had this happen before. I've never seen this before. Oh, that's so funny. And then I'm just right beside him, just gonna pepper him with some goddamn explosive poison arrows.
Your suffering will be sweet delight.
Anyway, back to the montage. With the war chief dead and the mission complete, the other orc that was there, his bodyguard, just completely disappears. Pretty annoying. On to the next one. We're going to be hunting each of them down in this video. We're going to be weakening the fort massively, and then we're going to be destroying it. We're going to be raiding it. It's at this point that I realize that Baranor is basically just an absolute beast right now. He basically just takes off into the air, lands on an enemy, does a stealth attack, and then kills all the surrounding enemies using his bolts. I would then land in an area, summon in all of my legendary archers, and then just grapple and go over to another area and do the exact same thing again. And then this happened. I've not seen this happen since the original Baga.
Don't insult me.
You know what, guys, pause the video for 1 second. I am not happy. Over 80% of you who watch my videos are not subscribed. What is going on, lads? What are you thinking right now? Subscribe right this second if you're not subscribed. You know, you might as well. If you like Shadow of War, if you like this voice at all, you know, you might as well do it. Do it.
Don't insult me.
He bloody caught the arrow, lads. He caught the arrow. Oh, it's so badass. It's so cool. I wish more orcs have done it in my campaign. Oh, that's one of the things that made Baga an absolute legend. And then just like that, he dies. The orc hunter murks him. The orc hunter was like, I'm the only cool guy here. I can't have you being here. I need to get rid of you now. And I fly off to another area, hit these Ologs with the old poison bombs, and then look at that badass execution. Then I realize, whenever I execute an Olog, I can do it again. Baranor has gotten so powerful. Look, I just did it again. What the hell is going on? He is getting so strong. Here he goes, just flying over to another area, shooting the fireplace there. And this is what he does. He moves on to the next place, jumps down, hits him with the old explosions. I love this execution so much. Then the war chiefs finally turn up, so we take care of them. Look at the cannibal then freaks out and starts chasing me around the battlefield. I then escape into the sky, and of course, Luga kills one of his own team, just consumed by rage. I decide to land on him and give him the old stealth attack, but he's completely vigilant against it, but it doesn't matter. The sea moves in and obliterates the raging Luga the cannibal. With that war chief dead, the mission is now complete. Wait, it says Luga the cannibal gained 1 level. That's confusing. Anyway, let's look at all the loot I got from that. I now do 100% increased damage to enraged enemies. As well as that, I do an additional 100% melee damage when I have allies nearby. That means if I have allies nearby and one of them is enraged, I do 300% increased damage to that orc. My goodness, enraged orcs are just gonna get smoked by Baranor.
All done without raising the alarm. Very neat, very clean. Quite different from how your body's gonna be when I'm done with it.
The third war chief, Radak Painbringer, has arrived, and you know what that means? It's time for Baranor to take to the skies. Another instance of friendly fire destroys the war chief. His bodyguard had betrayed him and he's now enraged by burning. The mission ends, but don't worry, that traitor is soon finished off. Hang on a second, let me watch that again. He gets killed by an arrow and then explodes. What the flip? That could be the craziest kill I've ever seen. Orc Hunter got the kill, but I can't quite understand why the orc exploded. My Baranor does have an upgrade which makes his steel bolts explode after impact. I wonder if it carries over to my mercenary archers. Moving on to the final war chief, and this is one of my favourite types of orc, the cave rat.
Our intruder thinks he's a stealthy assassin, but I think he's just a coward. You'll not dive on me, little sparrow. It was your best shot, eh? Oh, now it's my turn. And I'll do you the courtesy of a fair warning.
You'll see here just how powerful Baranor's got. He's just irradiating explosions. I absolutely destroy this guy with some explosive firebolts. My goodness, hitting him with the whip there. And it just goes down. If these orcs are not arrow proof, they're going to get smoked by my high level Baranor in seconds. Before I move on to raid the fort, I decide to just buy every single mercenary that I can, and I just fill the board with mercenaries. And then it was time to raid the fort. I call the banners, I summon my brother, Serka. It all comes down to this. Will we be able to take this fort and defeat this overlord?
So, you finally show your true colors. You take our gold, you lie to us, and now you show up at my gates to kill us. Men are such vile creatures. My boys will enjoy slaughtering the lot of you!
I don't think he likes us much.
He's about to like us a lot less.
Show no mercy!
Baranor immediately takes off into the skies, doing what he does best. Because of this, he makes it to the point before anyone else can get there, before the front gate is even broken. But that doesn't matter, he's got his free, awesome archer mercenaries. And they are deadly, they'll kill everything. This really became a common trend during this playthrough. I'd inflict all the damage to the orc and one of my mercenary bodyguards would come in and finish the job. I mean, their executions are pretty cool, so I can't really blame them for doing that. But also, look at Baranor's executions. Just badass. With that orc dead, we take the first point. On to the second point, and it seems like we've already basically taken it. We are just swarming it. We have so many Easterlings in here, so many mercenaries. The orcs just can't handle it. My executions don't feel the same. They're still badass, but there's no orcs to kill. So we capture the point very quickly and then move on to the third point. But not before I have to go back and heal someone who's fallen. And guess who it is? It's Serka. I'm not sure how he was downed. I try to get him up and I'm getting peppered by an archer who's being very annoying, so I have to take care of him first. Jesus, give this archer an award. That archer inflicted more damage on Baranor than any of the orc war chiefs in this video. On to the third point, and we're going to take it again instantly. I guess because we killed all the war chiefs that all of these points are just unmanned, because we are just smoking our way through the fort. Look at that. The inner gate. We're moving on to that now. That point is captured. Will we see any resistance? And yes, we will. I can see 3 orcs there. I shoot the gate. They leave a lovely explosive barrel there because we don't have grogs to break down the gate, so they leave us a lovely barrel there to shoot. And here we go. Bat Baranor is moving in. We're going to try and get some hits on these guys here using the execution feature. One final bolt straight into the captain and he falls off his Caragor.
The tide is turning against ya. A tide of Uruk iron.
I push Tyrek the Ravager aside. I can't help but think what a cool name that is. The Ravager. Very cool name. Pretty sure that name of an orc is unique to this DLC. We quickly capture the point. Even while the orcs are still alive, we just have massive numbers here. And because of that, Tyrek goes down.
I do not die!
But the bastard doesn't stay down. He's got Death Defying. The most annoying trait in my book. I hate Death Defying so much. We then get to work. Look at this absolute chaos here. The Tearful kills Bloodpike. He goes down. I'm working here on what I think is the Legend Olog, getting up one of my men who's fallen over, had a bit of a tumble. And there's just pure chaos here. There are so many of my lads here. They're all enraged. I shoot the Legend through the head. His huge body crumbles to the floor. Clearly his golden helmet armor did not help him in this fight. And just like that, we've taken the point. You can see that I'm just spamming executions here. That's because whenever I kill an orc, one of my upgrades allow me to have unlimited might for 6 seconds, which means I can just do unlimited executions like this, and it's very effective. And Baranor's executions are badass, so it's always great to see. Honestly, I'm sad there wasn't more captains here. Maybe I shouldn't have killed all those warchiefs before fighting the fort. It would have made the fort fight much more impactful. But anyway, we've completely washed over this fort here. We're moving on to the throne room. Will the Sand Spider be able to put up a better fight against my Omega level Baranor?
You're the one who took my arm. It's time to even the score. I'm going to tear off every limb you have before I kill you.
Well, that doesn't seem even. Even would be an arm for an arm. I got bored out there.
Serka comes in to help me. I don't think that my Baranor needs the help against this guy. He is arrow-proof, but he's going to fall nonetheless. But it is nice to see Serka. You know, we're doing this to get his skin, and I can't wait to play as him. I've seen an image of the spectral form with Serka's beard, and it looks badass. I can't wait to play as him in my main story. I'm hitting the Sand Spider here with some critical hits, getting the execution on him, big knee to the gut, and then I'm like, alright, I might as well summon in one of my mercenaries, you know? Why not? Let's get the bodyguard in here. Maybe he'll get the final kill. And of course, the mercenary we summon in is the Sea. My favorite one. I think he's been the absolute OG of the series so far. The Sea. You know, Orc Hunter has been great, but I think the Sea is just that much better, that much cooler. I mean, I think he's got a class name, and he's just been killing orcs left, right, and center. I get distracted there, taking out those guys. I get too cocky, and the Sand Spider, thank God he doesn't have no chance. He almost finishes me off here. And because I took some damage there, it means that my bodyguard is enraged. He's peppering him with arrows. I'm trying to get the kill, but no, the Sea steals it. He plunges the arrow into him, takes the arrow out, and then fires the arrow straight into the Sand Spider's head. My God, Of the Sea is an absolute badass.
Truly is a splendid dwelling. The finest place I've ever called home.
Some would call it ostentatious.
Not me. The Marauder Orcs may be bloodthirsty demons, but they have impeccable taste.
They were always going to try and retake it.
Who can blame them?
How unfortunate for them that they will find it unoccupied.
Where are the man pigs?
He does like to put on a show, doesn't he?
It's a she. Gwendolyn. I checked her underbits.
I have not forgiven your debt, Master Dwarf. Hey, I know where you live.
Well, at least I have a place to live, eh?
He's got me there.
You know, there are other fortresses, much grander than this one.
Tell me more.
Gorgoroth, for one. How do you feel about lava?
Well, look, if there's going to be more battles, you'll need a title.
I think I'm fine.
Baranor the Worm Herder.
No.
Baranor the Disarming.
Very clever.
Baranor the Dwarf Friend.
I don't know about friend.
Baranor the Man-Bird.
Definitely not.
Baranor the Conqueror.
Oh, that's...
And just like that, my
Let's go,
run
man.
is over. But did we do enough to get the Serka skin? Did we do enough to get at least a gold run? That's all we need. Let's take a look at the points. Am I gonna get it? Yes! I got a platinum! Wow, Nemesis difficulty ×2. I know I struggled at the start of the series whenever I transitioned from Talion over to Baranor, but whenever you get going and you get a few upgrades, Baranor really does surpass Talion in strength level. I believe that if I was against a huge amount of orcs, that I would fare so much better with Baranor, with all of those upgrades that I got and those skills. And here it is, the serka skin. He's absolutely thrilled to get into my main series, and I'm going to be playing as him when I'm live streaming from now on over at F** on Twitch.